A lot of people don't like her.
Come in. Team, we're doing it again. Team.
She's got a big mouth.
I know this point has been made, but this truly is the worst casting, maybe in the history of the film industry.
She trusted them. They were supposed to protect her. But now fans are saying Rachel Zegler may have been betrayed by her own agent, according to a growing number of rumors and industry leaks. Rachel's talent rep, the same person who helped negotiate. Her Evita contract may be the one responsible for placing her in the middle of a career-destroying trap. It's not just about the leaked deal, it's what's inside that deal.
Wait. She's framing this as people not wanting her to win?
Oh boy. Okay, she's getting emotional in this clip, but also passive-aggressive.
See, she's kind of cute, but once she starts talking, it's just so fake. There's many of them.
Sources claim her contract included a highly unusual $5 million conduct clause designed to financially punish her for any behavior that made the show look bad. And when Rachel's backstage tensions went viral, that clause allegedly got triggered. But here's where things get suspicious. Fans believe her agent knew about the clause from day one and pushed the deal through anyway.
In case you were wondering, no, that has absolutely nothing to do with the new Snow White movie that Rachel Zegler has been cast for, the one that she's been hating on online for the past couple of months that people have been talking about. This is just a huge attempt by her PR team to make her seem like she's apologetic and the things that she's said about the upcoming film coming out. Don't believe it.
Even worse, there are now whispers that someone close to her camp, someone with access, may have leaked the details of that clause to the press, and all signs are pointing to her own team trying to distance themselves before the damage spread. So, now the question is no longer what did Rachel do, it's who put her in this position to begin with. Because if this betrayal theory is true, then Rachel Zegler isn't just fighting producers. She may be fighting the people who were supposed to be on her side.
To the Rachel Zegler Oscar fiasco. But why did they have these women, all Disney princesses, all stated as Disney princesses, come out to present, but like not include Rachel Zegler, who's going to be Snow White? They're clearly acknowledging Disney princesses for movies that have not been released yet. Someone must have had this conversation and then they purposely left her out, even though she was the only one with a hit movie this year of the four. Did anyone else notice this, or am I overthinking?
Long before the meltdowns, the leaks, and the backlash, Rachel Zegler signed what many now believe was a career-ending contract. At the time, it seemed like the perfect opportunity, Broadway prestige, a legendary role, a chance to silence critics and prove she could command the stage. Evita wasn't just another job, it was supposed to be her comeback. But according to new reports, the deal was pushed through too fast.
Because, I mean, you seem to be dominating the world of musicals. You're doing Evita in London, right?
Big Andrew Lloyd Webber fan right over there.
Is that your dad whistling?
Yeah. You guys see Stanley Tucci back there?
That'll be fun, huh?
It's going to be the best time. It's my West End debut. I'm so excited.
You've done a lot of Broadway.
Yeah, I did Shakespeare for 20 weeks. I'm coming off of that right now.
20 weeks of Shakespeare.
It's a lot.
Did they say like the audiences in England are different than the American audience?
I've heard they're more reserved, and I certainly didn't have a very reserved experience on Broadway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were in an 800-seat theater in the round, so you really are this close to your audience at times. And I'm with the biggest heartthrob in the world.
Insiders say Rachel had just come off its own round of controversy. She was emotionally exhausted, juggling press rehearsals and damage control all at once. So when the Evita deal landed on her lap, her team allegedly jumped on it, not just because it was a good fit, but because it was a strategic distraction, something that could shift headlines away from Snow White and onto something respectable. But now people are saying it was a trap, hiding in plain sight.
I just want to say, in my personal life, I intend to move forward with a lot more grace for myself as I grow. There is a lot that I don't know, and I won't know it until I learn it, until I feel it, until I understand it, until I can see it in my hands and say, I am not broken. I am just learning. My break is not my end.
The contract, according to industry whispers, included a clause most actors her age and status would never agree to, a penalty provision reportedly worth up to $5 million tied to reputational harm or on-set disruption. Fans and legal experts are questioning Who let her sign this? Why didn't her team fight for better terms? And how did they not see the risk? Because the fine isn't the only shocking part. It's the fact that someone had to read that clause and let it through.
They not see the risk. Because the fine isn't the only shocking part. It's the fact that someone had to read that clause and let it through.
Rachel Zegler's career is over. But let's face it, Rachel Zegler has no one to blame for this but herself. I mean, she clearly doesn't know that she's talking about more than half the country at this point, right? People that she needs to go out and see her movies. But
Either her agent
didn't understand what was buried in that legal fine print, or worse, they did and pushed her forward anyway. And now Rachel's career is spiraling. She's gone viral for all the wrong reasons. She's reportedly feuding with producers. And that clause, the one she allegedly didn't see coming, is front and center in every headline. But the real drama, it's not what she signed. It's who let her sign it in the first place. And what's about to surface might destroy that relationship forever.
Making it seem like it's our fault that we hate her. It's not our fault that we don't like you. That's your own doing, and owning up to what the wrong that you did should not involve making the audience feel like you're wrong for feeling that way and you're making me feel bad. No, if you want to say that your break will not end you or something like that, then look like it, sound like it. You know, just do not act like you're a victim. It's part of the business. It's Hollywood, baby.
At first, Rachel Zegler's team appeared calm, even as rumors swirled about behind-the-scenes drama cast tension and early Evita rehearsals going off the rails. Her camp stayed quiet. No statements, no damage control, just silence. But that silence, it started to feel strategic.
We can all agree that Rachel Zegler as a person isn't the most likable. For someone that was trying to make herself a household name, she did not play her cards right. She did not move with grace or decorum or elegance. So I'm not saying that she doesn't bear any responsibility for what's going on with her right now. She definitely holds at least 80% of it. But she that 20% left, I'm gonna blame that on Gal Gadot. Because hear me out, right? I know too much about women at this point to not recognize a pattern I've seen many times before.
People close.
Because according to several entertainment insiders, the relationship between Rachel and her team had already begun to crack behind the scenes. And it all started after the first round of Evita leaks hit the internet. Anonymous Reddit threads claimed, Rachel was clashing with the creative team missing rehearsals. And frustrating cast members, fans debated whether it was real or just another online smear campaign. But her team said nothing. No defense, no clarification, no pushback, and in celebrity, PR that kind of silence speaks volumes.
Is the star of the show, what's her name? Rachel Zegler, if I'm not mistaken. Her is like, I'm not trying to say nothing about her looks, I'm just saying. She kind of get on my nerve. If I was in the market to go, I'd be like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and I'd rather just go ahead and watch some paint dry. Let me clean up my garage. Let me clean my bathroom. Let me actually mop the ceiling with a mop or something. I'd rather do that than to listen to that type of activity, all right?
People close to the situation began speculating that Rachel's team was deliberately letting the narrative spin. Because they were already preparing to distance themselves, some even believed they were trying to reframe her outburst as a solo meltdown, rather than the product of mismanagement. Because if they took the blame for the contract, for the rehearsal chaos, for the collapsing public image, it wouldn't just be her career on the line, it would be theirs too. Sources say the tipping point came after Rachel's now infamous reaction, the viral